Welcome to a little bit of everything with T.O. I'm Mr. Everything.
It's your boy T.O. And y'all already know what we need y'all to do. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Do
With
that, do that.
more to come. All right, T.O. So you already know what we leading with.
Ah!
Send the Knicks back to New York, 125 to 108.
Mm-mm.
Mikal Bridges, 15 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound. And Anobi, 24 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Cat, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. Mitchell Robinson, 8 points, 9 rebounds. Jalen Brunson, 19, 7, and 2. The only other person in double figures was Shamet with 12 points. Now to the other side,
Mm.
we got Bryant coming off the bench with 11.
Yes,
Halliburton,
Lord.
21, 13, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Nimhard, 14, 8, and 3. Miles Turner, 11, and 2. Naismith, 10, and 3. And Pascal Siakam, 31 and 5 with 3 assists.
Mm-mm.
What's your thoughts on the game?
Man, disappointment, bruh.
Disappointment.
Yeah, man. I'm like, they had more fight in game five. It's like they was missing their stars town. When you said 22, I'm like, cause I watched the game. When you said 22, I'm like, you got a sneaky 22, cause most of them was from the free throw line, cause like he was bullshitting. Him and Brunson won't hit shit. Drawing fouls, same thing, causing fouls, giving fouls, whole team fouling. And most of all, they are trash on defense. Like, bro, I feel like Charlotte could have did better on defense. They might not have won the game either, but I'm saying they could have did better on defense. Like, they play like a high school team when it comes to defense, bro.
I mean, but that's one of the advantages of the Pacers, and the Knicks were tired, man. They was tired. They tired of running with them boys.
But even after you score a point, or it's like just turnovers too. Good God, they had like 20 turnovers, man. Like they was
And
just sloppy. They were getting locked up though for a couple of them. But before they was like, I'm gonna say towards the end of the game, most of the turnovers because they was clamped up. But before all this shit, man, they was just making bad plays. They just looked sloppy all around. It's
yeah,
a whack game.
they had 17 turnovers. Brunson had 5. Bridges had 5. Towns 2. Robinson 2. Anobi 1. McBride and Hart both had 1. 17 turnovers, and the Pacers are good scoring off a turnover because they ready to run.
Yeah. Yeah. Siakam, it was a Siakam and OG game. And then fourth quarter, that's when Holly stepped up and like, okay, let me be me. Let me goddamn be the superstar I am.
Yeah,
You see,
man. Like leading into the third, it was the Pacers had a small lead. Next thing you know, I look up, they starting to pull away, and it was
like
like,
all game, I was like, bro, with the Knicks playing like this and they still this close, I'm like, they got a chance to really win this game if they can buckle down and just play better defense, start being more efficient, like from their superstars. Like, I'm like, they can still win this game, but then it just got to a point where the Pacers just took off.
and my thing with Cat, like for the most part, he been pretty dominant inside against the Pacers. Was 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. So if you take away those threes, he shot 8 for 15 inside the 3-point range. He was shooting over 50% inside 3-point range, but 0 for 4 from 3. They
I
shot
like
they shot as a team 28% from the 3-point line, while the Pacers shot 51% from the 3-point line.
Oh yeah, they was way efficient from the jump to the end. They was way more efficient than the Knicks.
Yeah, 54% from the field, period, while the Knicks was 47% from the field.
And that was towards the end. It got up like that. It was low. First half, oh my god. But I feel like Cat, man, he need to get with a real OG big man. Cause
Oh,
his
you said
post game trash, bruh. I fought with him because you could tell he be hearing the whispers and shit. He like, okay, y'all want me to be the big man, get in the paint, put my back down there. You know what I mean? But he just be like driving like he a tight end or something, or he a running back to the thing. Like, bruh, get a post game or something. He need to work with a real OG, bruh. A
Pacers
big
scored
man.
Pacers scored 34 points off turnovers. 34 points off turnovers. While the Knicks scored 13 off of turnovers.
Half of them was dunks or layups with nobody around you. And then they keep leaving TJ open. They keep leaving him open for them threes. I'm like, who y'all think he is?
Dang, who was that? Somebody called him TJ Nash. They say
TJ, man, I like that.
making things happen, even though he ain't really got to make things happen. You know what's
Yeah,
um Thomas Bryant, the ex-Laker, he showed up. I honestly, bro, I forgot he played for them. Like
I did two for a second. But nah, he did his part, and I love players like that do their part.
he was kind of like the difference maker in comparison to other games in the series. Because I mean, the normal stepped up. Toppin had 18 points.
Oh,
Like
Toppin was on one. Toppin was on one, especially that second half. He was on one. I'm talking about defense, scoring, 3-pointer, dunking on shit. Like he was on one.
they had 7 players in double figures.
They did good, bro, as a team. I love seeing games like that. I
And
love how they play as a team, man.
that's the good thing about the NBA now. Everybody can't spend all their money on a couple players no more because they don't want to pay all that luxury cap. The two teams in the finals are probably the best overall teams. Like teams.
Teams. Yeah, yeah. hmm I agree.
Yeah, it was
It was bad, bro. Even if you're gonna lose, bro, I don't want to see you lose like that. That was terrible, bro.
Brunson two
I'm glad. I want New York to win, but I'm glad I'm not a New York fan.
Brunson was 2 for 7 from three, and Anobi was 2 for 7 from three.
OG did his part though. Fuck what he was from three. He
Yeah,
was fighting. He was out there going for 50-50 balls, getting rebounds, assists. Only one scoring really.
I mean,
Like the three.
if you take away them 5 threes he missed, he was 10 for 13 from the field.
You see what I mean?
Like,
And them threes of desperation, like we down 15, we down 20, we down whatever. I'm trying to cut this lead down, you know what I mean? But besides that, I ain't got nothing bad to say about OG. He was balling, he did his part
and,
last night.
and like, I remember like, second quarter, Mitchell Robinson was like, seemed like he was everywhere.
And I don't understand why he be on the bench so long. Like, he is a game changer.
He
I
is
don't
though,
give a fuck how many if he give you 4 points. He's a game changer.
and he had 8 points and 9 rebounds in 30 minutes. That he probably needed to play a good 5 or 6 more minutes, honestly.
I'm telling you, he had to. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, Pacers headed to the finals.
That's all
But
right. Get that little 2 wins. I mean, you made it to the finals. All right, I guess.
I mean, nobody expected them to make it this far.
And nobody expect them to win the finals.
The conference finals or the NBA finals.
NBA.
We'll get to that in a moment. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
Pascal Siakam,
Him.
MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What you think about that?
He deserved it because he was the most consistent. Holly was like 8 points, 10 points until like the fourth quarter when he started going off. And he had one game he scored like what 8 or 12 for the whole game. Like, you know what I mean? He do his thing. He the best player on the team, but he deserved it.
Now,
That shit was funny, boy. Holly, he knew he had.
I'm,
He
I'm
was like,
I'm
he
sure he
stepped up at all, bro.
I'm sure he knew before it happened. I'm sure they tell.
Nah,
I'm sure they do, bro.
you didn't see the video,
Yeah, I seen the video, but I'm sure they like, yeah, Pascal got it, bro. Relax.
bro. That won't fake. That won't stage. He thought he had it, bro.
And
He
see,
was gonna step out there for real, for real.
and when we talked about this earlier, I said we would talk about it on the night show.
Mm-hmm.
Now you said Halliburton had that one game where he had like what 9 points, something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Some around there. I know it wasn't more than 12. It was like between 8 and 12.
All right, Halliburton led them in rebounds, assists, and second in points in the conference.
He the 90s point guard. Of course he gonna lead them in assists. I mean he do his part now, but we talking about MVP. That's defense, that's scoring,
He was first
that's
in
being consistent.
he was first in rebounds, second in
So
points. Hold on, hold on. Let me go. Let me go.
my
Um,
bad.
against Mr. Clutch, he was the most clutch performer in his conference finals. Siakam also had a 15-point game and a 17-point game.
His lowest was what, 15?
Yeah, yeah.
That's not 9.
He
And
never
that's
got.
not 8 until the third quarter, and then you know what I mean. While we already whooping their ass, I do my thing. I get a little quick dunk here and there too to add on to my like. Come on, bro.
He never got over 6 rebounds.
Everybody got a role.
He's a big man,
He is, but I might be doing something else.
but Halliburton led the team in rebounds and assists and was second in points.
If I'm in the paint and the ball bounce out to the elbow or something like that, who's gonna go to? I got Cat hooking me and shit, or I got you know what I mean. Nigga, Cat boy.
Yeah, I
So you
mean,
sound like to me, it
but
sound like you think Holly should have won it.
Holly should have won it, but you can't say, oh, like Siakam didn't deserve it because he definitely deserved it. I think Holly should have
Definitely.
because I mean, for the most part, he led the team in everything. And his clutch performance, especially with that dribble out. But Siakam definitely deserved it. Siakam looked like Toronto Siakam in this series.
Hmm. He did.
Yeah, Cat. I mean, I'm confused. I'm confused as to what like I saw him take it up, and it's just like you know how they say he the sassiest NBA player in history.
Yeah.
Like he don't he don't go up with power. He just go up because he big. Like
Mhm. And then he just like drive like a running back. He died like he trying to truck something in here, like trying to bring it up, but like he don't got
man,
no
control.
back it down, no spin, no hook, no nothing. Nothing, bro. I'm like, bro, he too talented to be playing like that. Just ask OGs for help, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
His bag ain't that deep, dog.
Yeah, you want to be the best shooter. That's it. That's all you care about right now, bro. Lock in. You too talented, bro. Can't nobody take your talent from you.
Way too talented for the bullshit. I think they was really missing a good game from Brunson
Yeah,
because
Brunson. Yeah, I don't know. Something seemed off about him too.
Cat played with 24. I mean 22 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
Brunson only had 19 points. Like they they needed superstar Brunson. I mean they
They
probably,
did.
but they needed him. Come on, 17 points, bro, in the go
It
home game.
wasn't his night. Yeah, he tried a little bit, but it wasn't his night, bro. Something was off with Brunson. I don't know what it is. Might be
That,
Neesmith. I don't know.
that's one thing about the Pacers. Like they are playing defense right now.
Nah, for sure. But the
They,
thing is, OKC play defense.
speaking of, oh wait, before we get to that, one more thing off the
Oh, I'm
Knicks.
finna say I keep getting ahead of myself. My bad. My bad.
I was
I
about
ain't getting this tonight. My bad.
I was about to lead into it, but I forgot. It was one. What do you think the Knicks should do leading into the next season?
I don't know. I like their team, bro. I don't feel like they need to trade anybody or move some pieces around. I just feel like motherfuckers got to lock in, bro. They definitely got to figure out how to play defense. And Cat got to get in his bag for real, for real. Keep OG. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just feel
Yeah,
like they got to get better on defense
it seemed
because they
like
was almost there. They were what 2 wins away from being in the finals. So it ain't like they was trash. They just ran to a roadblock.
and it seemed like they. I feel like even though they did get Cat in the deal, they missed DiVincenzo.
Mm.
Like I feel like they need that
They
player
need the
that
trio back.
they they need the Villanova Knicks. No,
They
but
need it.
I feel like they need that that 3-point shooter that's gonna be that 3-point shooter, and I feel like
Mm.
Mitchell Robinson's gonna be even better next year. Like he showed, I mean, he
Promise.
showed his ass in my opinion, even though the numbers don't match it.
Nah, he definitely showed his ass. If you watch any of these games and you know sports, basketball, he did his thing. Fuck, just like the Draymond thing, where people say they don't see why he a Hall of Famer because he be averaging 6 to 8 points. Man, watch the game, bro. He do everything else.
All right, I mean, he he a dog, bro. He a hustle. He
He's a
hustle.
fucking dog, and he all game big man that want to hustle with a smile on his face. Like I'm not tired. I don't care what's going on. I'm not getting bothered. I'm gonna keep doing my part, my job.
Yeah, he definitely play his part. I know LeBron would love him.
Oh heck, I'm a Laker fan. Bring him over quick, please, in a hurry. In a hurry, Joe. In a hurry.
All right, so we got Pacers Thunder coming up. Man, it's honestly, if you look at it, the Pacers, the Pacers could pull it off, bro. And
No,
I'm
they
saying
could. They could.
what I'm gonna say it in two different ways. Like you got Shea Gilders, so you put him with. I'm just saying, match him, Jalen Brunson. The next best player, I guess you would say, is Jalen Williams.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't no guess, yeah.
I mean, but it can't be Chet though.
But he more consistent, and I give it to Williams right now. I think Chet got more potential, but yeah, I give it to Williams right now for
So
sure.
there, so there you insert Cat. All right, so we go Chet and Anobi. Then we go, I guess, Dort, Miles Bridges. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Okay. Okay.
But like, I'm saying like offensively, I think they can actually play with the Thunder, but the Thunder's defense is a different level of defense.
You're not getting all them. Yeah, go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
I think their defense is the difference maker. That's that's what it is. Now, I haven't made a final decision yet on
I
like
already know where you want to go because your heart tell you Pacers. Your heart is stuck with the
I'm.
Pacers.
Oh no,
Over your brain. You going with your heart right now. Over your brain.
I'm going to decide on our on Thursday night show before the game.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
um,
I'm gonna get on mine right now. Then can I get in mine right now?
absolutely.
Okay. See and six
You saying six? Oh yeah,
and
we did
six.
discuss this the other day. Yeah, yeah. I'm saving mine for Thursday.
I like it.
But yeah, Shay is something different, dog.
But that's why I was saying when I get what your point was, but when you saying their names to compare to them, like nah, they play way different roles, all of them,
I
every last
mean,
single one of them.
I'm,
I get
I'm
what you're
just
saying. My star player, then my backup, my number two player, and then my, you know what I mean. I get what you're saying.
I'm saying as far as points, that's all I was saying. That's why I said the Pacers can score with the Thunder. It's just
The Thunder ain't giving them that bullshit.
exactly, or
Yeah,
they shouldn't. But then who
they
the
not.
Thunder? Well, never mind. I could say the Wolves. They deep.
You was about to say who they played.
No, I was about to say who they played that was that deep.
I about to say they play everybody during the season.
Timberwolves pretty deep. Speaking of the Timberwolves, they might be
Uh-oh.
interested. I saw they might be interested in KD or Darius Garland out of Cleveland.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I like both of them, but of course, you know, if you can get KD, that's the person when you go, pro. And look to KD, you put them together. KD give him that knowledge.
Yeah, I would. That's the deal. I would definitely do because they're in a position to win right now.
Mm, that
But
season is gonna be sick. It is gonna be sick.
but and this is a very 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 small but Darius Garland
Mm,
could going forward after the next couple seasons. But of course,
nah,
I'm taking KD, and I think
got to,
they should definitely make that happen. Too bad
got to.
the Suns don't want Rudy.
Hell no, who would?
Yeah, I knew
Especially
he.
not for that money.
I knew Rudy had a big deal, but 40 million a year.
Man, fuck no, I don't want no part of that. No parts. Don't give a fuck who I am, what team. Care how bad I'm struggling. No parts of that.
4-time defensive player of the year.
They stuck with that, bro. I can't see nobody wanting him. I'm dead ass. I ain't trying to be mean. Like it's not worth it. 40 million. What he bring to the table? 10 rebounds. I mean, some teams need it, but that ain't enough.
He do his thing until like everybody keeps saying the fourth quarter in the playoffs. But it's crazy. Your best defensive player supposedly you can't play in the fourth quarter.
Ever. He's always sitting. It's crazy to me.
That's ridiculous.
And you pick and choose who you want, which big man you want to play against. I don't like that.
Yeah. And then especially like you playing against the Thunder, you know, Shea love to be around the mid or the inside. You need Rudy. But Rudy ain't there.
No,
I don't know.
no.
But I think I'm, the way Ant was talking, it seemed like Conley might be retiring.
Yeah, he did make it seem like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, they got Dillingham. Dillingham could step in tomorrow, bro. The kid is like that. I think. But I mean, I ain't wishing that the man retire now. But Ant did make it seem that way.
He did. I ain't gonna lie, he did.
Right now, we on the KD and Giannis watch. Giannis still ain't made a decision, supposedly.
If you could pick right now, fuck all that salary cap and all this other shit and the money. If you could pick one place you want to see KD at, and one place you want to see Giannis at, where would it be? We ain't, don't say I would do this, but I know he can't because of their star player or the money. I'm just saying if you had it, no matter what, you had a magic wish, you could put him anywhere. Where
Um,
KD going for you, and where Giannis going?
Giannis is going to San Antonio. Even if they have the trade castle, you still got Fox, Wimbyana, and Giannis. Come on, bro.
You was on there. That's nasty. You was on there. That's nasty though.
Fucking sick. And if they keep Castle,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Nah, that's nasty.
I know he only averaged like 13 points, but when I see him in person play the Hornets, you seen that game?
Yep,
Castle
sure did.
was the best player on the court by far.
That's what I be trying to say, bro. We don't just go off of stats, bro. We go off of what we see.
Castle, he a dog. Like, I feel
No,
like he one of them ones we could be talking about very, very soon, especially if he get traded, because then he'll be playing by himself for the most part.
say that. Say that.
He one of the ones. KD, I would say either Timberwolves or Warriors.
Get in Timberwolves in that situation. I don't want him to go back to the Warriors.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't mind it because they all old as hell, and they probably still
Why
young.
everybody want him? Why everybody always want him to go back to the Warriors and get them a ring? Like they don't got enough. Like I don't be getting it, bro.
I didn't want him there in the first place.
And everybody always said, okay, he wouldn't got his rings without Curry in them. So why everybody want him to go back to get another ring to prove the point that I told you?
But
Like,
it's safe to say they probably wouldn't have won them rings without him.
nah, fact, that's a big fact. Come on, man.
I mean,
I'm just saying. But you know how
oh,
people talk. He wouldn't have won a ring without Curry. Facts. People say that.
probably not. More than likely not. Because you don't
What
know
he
where
won,
you don't know where he would have been. Is what I'm saying. That's why I said
but that was the
probably.
best chance for him to get a ring. Period.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Period.
shit. I wouldn't
I ain't
mind.
saying nothing wrong. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. I just come on, bro. If you can go to the Wolves or OKC, I mean, or the Warriors, why would you go back to the Warriors? Why would you?
He told them last year he didn't want to go back to Golden State.
So why you want him to go there?
I'm just saying, like, it's towards the end, bro. It's time to win.
So you think KD is the missing piece from OKC? I mean, from the why I keep saying OKC from the Warriors getting a ring?
I think he the missing piece from a lot of teams.
Oh no, for sure. But you think like from we talking about the Warriors though? You think they plug him in? They gonna get a ring next year?
I just said that Knicks were missing DiVincenzo. Imagine if they got KD. Trade whoever, except for Ananobi, in my opinion, and Cat and Brunson. But everybody else, they for sale.
Yeah, but Jake, they gonna want some cat. They gonna want cat or and they not finna give away. I mean, they're not finna give you KD for who else we got? Bridges.
Now, if you trade them for Bridges, the Suns get Bridges back because the Suns originally traded Bridges to the Nets. The Suns get Bridges back. They get
You gotta
draft
give me
pick.
Bridges and Hart.
But that's. I'm sure the
You would
Suns.
have to. You can't just give me Bridges for KD.
Yeah, the Suns. I'm sure the Suns wouldn't mind. But I'm talking about they wouldn't mind getting them two options because one thing it'll do,
Oh,
KD get paid, but Bridges gets paid too. So the money it won't be the same, but it'll kind of balance it out a little bit. And plus, they can take some picks.
okay.
And Phoenix really won't draft picks because they gave them all up for the team they got. KD, I'd probably say, shit, I mean, he can't go to OKC because if I'm Sam Presti, there's no way in the fuck I'm touching that team. And if I'm the owner, I go over the luxury cap to keep that team if I need to.
If they don't win a ring this year, would you go for KD?
If I'm the Thunder,
Yeah,
I don't think so, bro, because I don't know who I'm gonna trade for 'em.
I get
Draft
what you're
picks,
saying.
draft picks, because they
I think
low.
about-
But out of my core, I'm not trading Chet. I'm not trading Jalen. Those two, they gonna get their money. Maybe Lou Dort.
I like him, but I trade him.
Yeah, maybe Lou Dort. Draft picks. Thunder Timberwolves would probably be, but
I ain't
Timberwolves
gonna
would be.
lie. I like Timberwolves. I like that. I like that one.
But the only thing about him going to Timberwolves is, come on, bro. I need LeBron to at least get to the finals, bro.
Nah, bro. You know I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm right there with you. I'm just thinking outside of like, all right, take your fandom aside. Like,
So I would say Giannis, Spurs, um, matter of fact, scratch out that. Giannis, Spurs. I'm set with that. But KD in Minnesota or Houston. Yeah. Scratch
I
out that.
like that. Yeah, I like that. I would say Wolves first, but Houston, I like that. Get
And
Green up out of there. That's
Jalen
our
Green.
stuff there. So.
And then
Mm-hmm.
Green and D Book can go together real nice.
Mm.
And if I guess Bradley Beal gonna make them keep him. So and Jalen Green don't gotta have the ball like KD gotta have the ball.
Nah. No, I was about to say kind of, but nah.
You got Booker and Bill on the court. He just gonna be
Yeah.
playing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get
Mm-hmm.
hit because
Yeah, they definitely gonna improve his game. Nah, for sure. I see it. I see it now.
all right, from NBA to the NFL. Started off with a
Ooh.
little news.
What
Stefon
NFL news we got?
Stefon Diggs boat incident. He had the big boat party, him and Cardi, and it seemed like a whole lot of women. And some suspect substance being given to the women. What you think?
I want to say, shit, fucking man. You know we gotta keep it real. He ain't giving no breath mints or nothing to them women, man.
Hey, look. Oh,
So, so whatever he gave to him, you see the cameras around. You know, even if you don't see him, you're a superstar. You know the cameras around. Why do they still to this day act this fucking stupid, bruh? You're a fucking NFL player and you giving girls drugs on the boat.
and Boston Connor, he one of the guys on Pat McAfee show. He a Patriots fan. he was just giving the girl pop rocks.
Yeah, some DJ Envy said it was Altoids or some shit like that. I mean, I understand what people are doing, protecting. You don't know for sure what it is. So, I hope you don't get in trouble. I don't want us to get in no trouble. I'm like, why would you put yourself in this position, though?
Yeah, first
Get it.
he in his position he shouldn't be doing that at all. Second, if you're gonna do it, there should be no phones.
And
Like
you know this. Come on, you're on a party boat with all women. You think it
yeah,
ain't gonna be now one phone out?
and your girlfriend Cardi B. Like
And what was that? What was that scene? I ain't see the whole thing, so I don't want to judge him. But like, why he around all them girls if it's girls? I mean, he could have been talking, but like to me, it's like he giving them drugs to
bruh,
prep him
like
or whatever.
the initial videos that they were showing, it was like he was like finna get them something. He was finna get them a little And Cardi was nowhere to
Dang.
be seen. That's how they promoted it initially. But then
That's
more
how.
video out with Cardi on, you could see Cardi in the party. Now, it's one thing I did notice. I didn't notice it first, but one girl was getting like up close to him, and he pushed her back a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all. I did see that.
But yeah, man, this is not a good look for him, especially playing for the Patriots. Mike Vrabel said any conversation they had between him, uh, Diggs, and the team would be held inside. So I guess we're gonna see OTAs
But
continue to.
but, but this my thing. We know how the world is. So it's some whack ass bitch out here watching that video like, oh, I can get him now. I'm gonna go say he gave me some drugs and raped me. They got proof of him giving girls drugs right there on the boat. It's right there for the whole world to see. People they be setting themselves up, boy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't get it. I don't get
And the other day when we was talking about wide receivers, I said, I mean Diggs, but he a problem, and then he get in trouble.
it.
Like,
I ain't seen Nightcap. I seen a clip on YouTube and I ain't see it, but I read it. It said like Uncle them was getting on him about that. Said he'll
uh,
let him go or something like that.
you
Did you
know,
watch it?
yeah, Unc don't play, bro. He old as fuck. So
He was saying he'll let him go.
nah, he was saying like pretty much what we saying. How he done? Why is that phone? Why is he doing that? Knowing it's the Patriots, bro. It's like the Patriot way is still, even though
That's the
Belichick,
part. I ain't pick it.
it's still the Patriot way. It might not be as serious, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's the potential of drugs, bro. That was a real dumb move, but hopefully it don't hurt him too bad. But Unc
I
was
don't
like,
think it is. Hopefully it don't.
Chad had his back all the way through. But
What
Unc was like,
Chad? Oh yeah. I was just about to ask you too. What Chad said? Chad had his back though.
you know it. He was pretty much saying like
Oh, that was Kenny. Oh, what you tripping?
he was pretty much saying like niggas got lives outside of the game. Like
What
let
it
them
got
live.
to do with drugs? I ain't say he was stupid for having them girls on the boat. We talking about giving drugs on camera.
I mean, Unc went into all that. Of course, he went the same way everybody else going, not knowing what it was. But he was also like, after Chad was like pretty much saying him, blah, 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 talking about his talent on the field. And he was like, who was the Chiefs' best wide receiver? Tyreek Hill. They traded him. He said, who was the best player in Minnesota, Oakland, and New England? Randy Moss. They got him up out of there.
Chad be having motherfuckers backs, bruh.
He said, who was the best in the Eagles, 49ers, Cowboys? Terrell Owens. They got him out of there. Like made his point, bro. Like sometimes talent don't outweigh the bullshit.
Nah, it do.
Like,
It do every time.
all right, Spencer Ratliff. They say he's showing off in OTAs, even though they drafted Tyler Shuck in the second round.
I feel like I can see that. I feel like he showed some flashes.
Yeah, he did. He did. It just
Definitely showed some flashes.
um they had injuries last year too. Other than of course Derek Carr, which got him in a position.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, but what if you spend your second pick on Tyler Shuck and then he might not never play? Because Spencer Rattler is not garbage, and he got a good little core.
He going to bench and play.
I mean, he definitely will.
I ain't
He
mad at him for taking him.
huh?
I ain't mad at him for taking him.
I'm not either, but the quarterback position in the draft was real. Was a real conversation this year.
Nah, for sure. For sure.
And then I don't know. I really didn't know who the kid was until they started leading into the draft. To be
Nah,
honest,
that's facts. I
and
ain't even gonna lie, that's facts.
I was heavy into college football this year, like heavier than I've been in the last couple of years. I
But you
mean,
spent most of that attention watching Colorado, though.
but I watch all of the sports shows. I listen to all the college football podcasts because college football came out last year, so I was trying to catch back up deep into college football. And his name was
Hmm.
a name I really heard until the end. But yeah, they say it's Spencer Rattler showing off. The 49ers are in talks to acquire Bryce Huff from the Eagles, another D lineman that the Eagles were willing to get rid of if necessary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they know they got so fucking many.
right. He had 10 sacks in 2023, but dropped down to 5.5 sacks last year with a forced fumble. Now, 5.5 sacks is a lot when you got 8 defensive linemen.
Facts. All of them got eight or more stats here. Yeah, you doing your part. And he could have been hurt too. Anything could have been happening.
And I believe he had came over from the Jets and was drafted by Robert Saleh, who is down with the 49ers.
He already know
Yeah,
everything.
right. Um, the Raiders in OTA is loving Geno Smith. Um, Jacoby Myers was saying how great he was,
Let's
and Chip
go.
Kelly said he's a blessing to the Raiders.
Come on. Come on. I love to hear it. Let's go, Gino. Don't follow. It wasn't just because you was in Seattle. Come on, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I love
I
it.
mean, even in Seattle, Geno did his thing.
But you was talking shit about him, won't you? Like a
Yeah,
couple like,
season before last, I was like, yeah, Geno. I don't remember what I said, but he heard me, and he was like, "Fuck you." He heard me. He was like, "All right, I got something for
they
your
said
ass." He
they were
went.
calling, but I ain't pick up.
He's. I mean, he did good last year while he played, but the year before that, Pro Bowl. He was like actually like dominant in a place where he shouldn't have been, in my opinion. Like he kept them above water.
Oh yeah. hmm I'm happy. I love to hear that from everybody else besides him saying that he playing like that. That's dope. Keep it going, my brother.
All right, let me ask you a question. A little NFL guessing game.
Let's go. I like this.
um, could you guess who are the top 4 NFL players as far as jersey sales on Fanatics right now?
Yeah, it's Travis. I swear to God, I ain't seen that. My daughter ain't seen that. It's Travis, Shadur. Let me get one little hint. Is it any? Is they all new, or is it any veterans in there?
It's only 2 rookies.
Okay, and that's Shadur and Travis. So Shadur and Travis. Give me 10 more seconds. Don't switch to the 10 seconds. Let me think. Shadur,
It's from
Travis.
division. The last two,
Huh?
last two from the same division, and the quarterback.
Ooh. Ooh. I
And
knew it
this
was quarterback. I knew that, but when you say same division, I was finna say Lamar and Pat, but
and this is as of today. This ain't like
oh, it's Josh Allen.
as of today, not like over the last certain amount of months or
Yeah, but
weeks.
still, because it ain't new. So we got Travis, we got Shadur, Josh Allen, and Herbert. Oh no.
Via the Fanatics website, the top jersey sellers right now.
I know I got
Right,
two right.
you did not. Right now, you got to. It's not. in the last couple weeks, blah blah blah. It's right now, today. The top
Right. That's
jersey,
why I thought Travis or Shador was my two. But go ahead.
the top jersey sellers right now at this moment.
Do a corner.
Shador Sanders,
That's one.
Jaden Daniels.
Okay, I can see it, but I don't know
This,
about Ben. Okay,
got to think
I guess. Go
the
ahead.
Commanders fan base go back 100 years.
I mean, yeah, still, but like, okay, I ain't mad at it. Go ahead.
Jalen Hurts,
Ah, that makes so much sense. Okay.
two from the same division,
Okay.
and
Yep. Yep.
Ashton Jeanty. Now
Word. Stop playing for real.
you got to think about it, that's right now. So like Travis had his time where he was number one for quite a while. Like
Still.
a lot
Hmm.
of jerseys are currently sold out, but his jerseys are already being released into the public. Shador and Genty's jerseys haven't been released yet; they're still on pre-order. So
I
that's why,
like it. I like it.
for the
I
most part,
like it.
Genty and Shador are selling more jerseys than anybody else because they're still getting pre-orders.
Okay. I like it though. I like it.
And I would say Shador, obviously, you know why? Because he's
Yeah.
Shador.
Yeah. That's why I knew he was in there. I thought Travis would too, but okay.
Jaden Daniels, I say because of their fan base, and he a great talent.
Hmm.
Um, Jalen Hurts, I would give him the same thing, fan
He won
base.
the Super Bowl.
And Ashton Genty, oh, fan base.
Yeah, that's hard. That's
And
hard though.
he number two, I like that.
That's hard. I love it. Okay.
Oh,
I like that, Joe. Okay.
Zach Jackson from Infinity Sports Network says Dylan Gabriel does not look like an NFL quarterback to him. Bruh, I want Shador to win that job. I
But
do
you don't
not
want him.
I do not want Dylan Gabriel to look bad.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I get it.
Like, I mean, the only thing wrong with from what I've seen over the past couple years is that he's short. And in college football, I didn't even notice he was 5'8".
He 5'8".
5'8".
He be like how he be saying go sometime too, even when it's not like lineman running at you. That's
Uh,
crazy.
he he could get crushing at any moment. I mean, of course, we've seen his couple of mistakes, but I mean, like you said, it's not even ain't no pass, none of that. Blah blah blah.
Right. Right.
Said in the last episode, bro, he got a spin on that ball, bro. Like he can throw
No, he
that.
do. He can. No, he
But
do.
that was, bro. I kind of I wouldn't mind if the media stayed out a little bit, cause I'm sure players see this kind of shit, bro. Like in his head, he probably
Everybody
like,
can tell mentally.
I threw two picks, Shador ain't threw none yet. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So then you got the press coming out saying that you don't look like an NFL quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He competed at the highest level his whole college career
Mm-hmm.
on two different football teams. Right.
You're a good man, Joe. I like that. Go ahead.
I mean, but I do want Shador to be the quarterback.
Out the gate.
But
Out the gate.
I don't think
By
that's right.
any means.
I'm ready to see what Travis do. You know who
I
I'm
can't
looking
wait.
forward to most other than Shador starting? Because I expect the most out of Travis. I ain't even gonna mention him right now. I expect him to do his
Shallow.
thing, especially
Shallow, huh?
Horn, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. He looking good in practice. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see him.
he looks scary, bro.
I can't wait. Let's
Like
go.
he looked like. I mean, I'm sure maybe he'll get to that level, but I'm not expecting him to get to that level. But he give me Tyreek. Like I feel like once he get the ball in his hand, it's gonna be scary.
I feel like he can get to that level because Tyreek had to learn routes. He already got the routes. You know what I
But
mean? He got the
Tyreek did,
speed too, but you know what I mean? I feel like he can get to that level.
bro. This new generation a different breed, bro. They keep getting better and better, bro.
They do. They do, and it's effortless.
And matter of fact, speaking of that, I was thinking about generations, and I don't know if you heard the other night on Nightcap, Ocho and them was talking about great receivers or whatever, and Ocho said Randy Moss didn't know how to run routes.
Mhm.
But if you think about it, like
Right.
if you look back at Randy, he really just like ran.
Ran past motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, fast.
Hey, look, he might give you one of these, a quick fake, like he gonna stop, do a comeback or something like that.
And you had to go for everything because he's so fast. Because if you got that comeback, he can still run by you.
I don't care what you're doing on defense. There's nothing you can do. You can have him. You can cover him. You can
So
play off. You
when
can trail team like
it don't matter what you do. But when I heard that, I was like, damn, Ocho kind of right.
yeah, he is right overall. I feel like
So,
he can run routes, but overall he right. He don't really run routes.
so just a question, because I feel like
Can
Randy up our number ones. Can
I
you
know
put
you.
can you put Terrell Owens over Randy Moss?
You can.
Because I feel like Terrell Owens is in my I know everybody gonna say but Jerry.
We know.
We know. Terrell Owens is a different kind of monster, dog.
He is, bro. And that's why I said, yeah, you definitely can. You definitely could put Terrell over Randy Moss.
Would you?
My heart would want to say no, but then my head getting there and say, fuck all that shit, just keep it real, no biasness. I gotta put T over.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking that. Um, we just gonna we're gonna put Jerry Rice over here. Like we're not gonna do him. We're gonna keep him
Okay.
out of the conversation. Top
Okay.
five, top five wide receivers in history.
In history.
And you don't
So
got to go
since
in
what
particular order, but
okay, all right, no order. Okay, T.O.
Randy, of course.
Miles, Fitzgerald.
Mm.
Yeah, you gotta put him in. He get his respect, but he don't. Fitzgerald,
He get the hype he deserves.
I wanna say Calvin. But then I'm starting thinking about that Moss situation, like the big man just throw it up. But
But
he
he would come across the middle and all though.
now that's why I was about to say he did run routes too. He'd come across that middle, he a big guy, he'd take that hit, he'd break the tackle, run after the hit. I said what I say, Moss. I said Moss. Who?
You said Moss, Fitzgerald, Owens,
Fitzgerald Owens. I'm gonna put Calvin in there. I'm put Calvin and I got one more of all time.
and this
You
as
know
a
who
man.
I you know who I want to put in there, but it'll make no sense in nobody's list. Because they didn't really watch him like that. They probably only saw highlights.
It's your list.
I, I was gonna say Steve Smith, but I ain't gonna do that. It's for a lot of reasons though. It's for a lot, not because I'm a Panthers fan. It's for a lot of reasons.
No, but
It's
you would say that not because you're a Panthers fan.
it's because of his statue and he did everything everybody else did. He was good after the catch. He'd climb the roof. I mean, he'd go on top of somebody. He'd climb the ladder on a nigga. He'd break a tackle like Chase. But I ain't gonna do that.
Oh, pick your pick your
I'm not
man.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say Moss, T.O., Calvin Johnson, Fitzgerald, and I'm gonna give you, much as I hate to do this, I'm gonna say AB.
Shit.
I would love to throw Steve Smith in there, but people don't understand enough, and I don't feel like arguing. It's too much. But yeah,
Nah, I think because if they watching this right now or listening, they gonna come up with their own list in their head anyway.
that's facts.
So I'm gonna go. Damn, you said Antonio Brown.
I want to hear this.
I don't think people understand how good Antonio Brown was, bro.
They don't. They look at the nonsense.
I don't think it's anybody of this era of his generation that you can put over him.
Real shit.
Period.
Real
Like
shit.
I'm a Bengals fan, so I hate going against the nigga. I talk shit about
I was
him.
thinking about AJ Julio and all them. I was thinking about them in my head. It was running, but I was like,
Antonio Brown. Let's just say he stayed clean through his career and he played a full career instead of being stupid.
mm-hmm.
He could have went down as top three,
Yep.
maybe
Ain't gonna be no argument. Yep.
dominated the
Yep.
NFL, like seriously dominated. But I'm a
This shit hard because your mind start taking you back to everybody. There was some dogs out there, bro. It's some dogs.
it's like when you said Steve Smith, Marvin Harrison hit me out the blue, and then
I was
like
thinking of Torrey Holt, all of them start coming to my head. Reggie, all of them start coming to my head. I'm like, it's so,
so I'm definitely going T.O. Randy,
got to, got to. They got to be in there.
Antonio Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
And Megatron, in my opinion, is the best out of all of them.
You said Antonio Brown the best out of everybody?
Megatron.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was cheating. He was
It
just
definitely was, Joe.
faster
It
than everybody,
definitely was.
bigger than everybody, jump higher than everybody. Like
Nah, man, it definitely was cheating.
ability wise, he probably the most dominant ever. Ability was because that's like T.O. with Moss jumping ability and Moss
Yeah.
speed.
Oh my god, it would be no argument. To head, mouse, jumping ability, and speed. It's no argument. We can never argue again.
For that fifth spot, damn.
Go ahead, put Rice in there for the old heads get mad at us. Go ahead.
Rice, we put Rice above
Oh,
like
we did say yeah. We did. Go ahead. My bad.
I mean if
Yeah.
not he but we're gonna put him in his only world. Damn, I don't wanna go Fitz because you went Fitz. I wanna have a little parody.
Cause you gotta think about it for real.
Um but I can't go against it, bro. I can't go against it.
It's real. Ain't no problem, bro. It ain't like we listen to each other, we like copying none of that, bro. It's just real shit.
Fitzgerald played with multiple quarterbacks. Some you remember, some you don't.
Was too consistent.
Dominated on the field. Consistency. Like
Ooh. Some
consistent
of the
like
best hands in the league. Oh my god,
and
like
like he got like this LeBronish thing to him, the way he is like with the outside world, the way he
yeah.
give shit like that, business and all that.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I think that'll close it out. Like,
Got to, bro.
but people like you said, Marvin Harrison, shit,
It's
uh,
so good.
Michael Irvin, Torrey Holt, shit, Tim Brown. We could go. It's a long ass list of great.
It's a lot, bro. You can be like,
But the
It's a
reason
lot.
I wanted to discuss that was because I mean, of course, it came off Ocho saying that Randy couldn't run routes, and it made me think about it. I
Yeah,
feel like we'll in 10 years that list might be completely 1 through 5 completely
that's what
different.
I was about to say. Cause 10 years, Chase probably definitely got to be in that list.
Now, Ocho is my favorite wide receiver. I mean, for obvious reasons.
Yes, sir.
Not just because I'm a Bengals fan, but well, it's like because I'm a Bengals fan. But the footwork,
Best
run,
feet in history. He still got that title. Can't nobody take that from him. Yeah.
just like Steve Smith is probably your favorite receiver.
Yeah, he is. For all time. Yeah.
Like, bro, you think about it. Chase used to tell niggas to play before he ran the route, bro.
No, for real. And literally did it.
He had a checklist on his locker every week of who he was for the kill. I think
Ain't
like
never
only like 1 or 2 didn't get checked off. Like, come on, bro.
ain't never have to be too serious. Can go out there and have fun and still bust your ass every fucking game.
Every game, great celebrations. Him and T.O. both.
I
Now
love it.
on your end, Steve Smith.
He was a fucking
He like
pit bull for real.
I was about to say he like one of them pocket bullies.
For real though. I'm talking about for real. No act. He was
No,
him.
small and vicious, bro.
I got so many memories of just watching him. Mm.
And bro, I remember when I met him, when I was working at Tropical Smoothie, he had came in. Bro, when he walked in, I was like, you know, like as men, we don't get starstruck for real or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like I actually met a few people at the time working at Tropical. But
Mhm.
when I met him, it was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
It was.
when I spoke to him, bro, I don't know where he from. He got to be from the hood, bro.
He played with Chad.
I know he played at Santa Monica Community College,
That's
but
crazy. Our two favorite receivers played together. That's crazy. That's crazy.
but bro, when I spoke to him, he was like, "Hold on, bro, let me go to the bathroom first." But he said it like, "Bro, I don't feel like being bothered. Like I'm Steve Smith on the field, but right now I'm Steven Smith. I'm just trying to get a smoothie."
Yeah.
He came back and like his whole demeanor changed. Like he was cool as hell, but you could tell he is what we see him as.
Nah, facts.
Like
Yeah.
but yeah, that was pretty interesting. Shit, how what we had 54 minutes. Who is? Oh no, give me one defensive player, one offensive player, as in like your favorites. Like it could be historical, it could be now.
I feel say Julius Peppers for my historical. Not saying he the best. You said favorite. Well, you did fuck it. You did say favorite, so I'm gonna say Julius Peppers and Steve Smith. They was both Panthers, but because you know me, Joe. Everybody don't know. You know, I was a Rams fans when they was the greatest team on turf. I was a
Yeah.
Rams fan back in the day.
And then all of a sudden you whatever.
Steve Smith and Julius Peppers for a lot of reasons. Of course, the Panthers in there nowadays. Offensively. I'm gonna say oh man. I ain't gonna say now. I ain't even gonna take nobody from them days, but I'm gonna say more recent. I'm gonna go with Adrian Peterson, offensive player. Defense, cause Juice Pepper still playing when he was playing, but you get what I'm saying. Um, Defense now, I would say Parsons. It was Buddha. I had Ramsey in there as my favorite at one point. It be switching, bruh. I'm gonna go Fred Warner.
I won't
I'm gonna
thinking
go,
that.
I'm gonna go
Ain't no
Fred.
you picked Pep, but I thought you was gonna say Luke.
I would. That's shit, and he just skipped my mind completely. I would have said Luke, but like overall from day one, and I want to be a little older than Luke. I'm gonna say Peppers. I'm gonna say Peppers.
Defensively, I mean, you just went straight as a Panthers fan.
Perfect. I said Burf. Nah, this player.
If we're going back, of course, Prime is the greatest defensive player in history to me.
Ooh, I wasn't
Some,
even. Ooh,
some people might say
shoot.
Lawrence Taylor, but I'm
I was
super
thinking that. That's crazy. I didn't think of Prime because I was thinking of him. I was like, all right, now we're going up the greatest player. So I don't want to do the greatest. I'm going to my favorite. You asked me my
right.
favorite.
Prime is my second favorite athlete in history. But as far
That's
as football, Prime and Ocho,
that's hard. Ooh, I love that, Joe. I love that.
imagine them lining up in their prime. Whew.
That's what I like to see. They talk all this shit. I like to see that. I like
Now,
to see it.
now, offensive is the guy behind me,
Mm,
Jamar Chase.
I love it. I like that. That's good. That's good.
Defensively, I'm gonna say Sauce Gardner. Like
Really?
I wish I would have been like I grew up even as a kid before I met you. I was always playing quarterback.
Hmm.
But bro, if I could play any position, if I could start over and play any position, it'd be cornerback.
Yeah, that defense like that, ain't
Right,
it?
like, and I respect it so much more
Yeah,
at this
it's way harder than wide
because
receiver.
cornerback is the hardest position you can play on the field, bro.
It definitely is.
I
Quarterback is, if you
I
want
feel
to
like
get into it, it's
I
really quarterback, but I say corner.
I feel like you can be okay or maybe even borderline sorry quarterback and be good and play good
With the right team around you.
with the right team around you. And that ain't like no shot at no players. I just feel like honestly, like I said, if when the Steelers had Metcalf and Pickens at the same time, I said shit, we can go in there and look good. And I honestly
I
meant
know
that.
Joe scared as hell. Just throw
Right.
that bitch up. One of them gonna grab it.
But cornerback, one flaw and you fucked, dog.
Yeah, that shit hard. And you backpedaling. I get a receiver get to run full speed at you. He can cut on a dime, do anything, and you gotta cut and break running backwards.
Like, and I was thinking PS2, Pat Surtain, but
Mm. You definitely gotta pay him over. That's why I looked at you when you
no,
said Sauce. I get it. I feel like Sauce is more of hype.
That's what I was going to get to. Surtain is the better cornerback, as in like, bruh, this guy right here, Jamar Chase caught 2 passes on Surtain. I think Surtain allowed like 100 and something yards the whole fucking season. But favorite, like I could put people from Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. I could put people from his era over him, far as better.
Oh my god.
But favorite, Sauce got that sauce. Like he got that presence to go with the skill.
Jay,
Surtain,
you know who
um,
I thought about when you said I can when we could put people with Chad. I was thinking about who I could put with Peppers and all that. My favorite defensive player from back in the day. I'm gonna give you one guess. Swear to God, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna tell you if you right or not wrong.
a
Think
Panther.
about it. Huh? No, they're not a Panther. You is so fucking close. Ed Reed is my second. It's okay. I'm gonna tell you what my answer is. My answer is Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, my favorite defensive player back in the day. But
And what?
then as I started playing, I was gonna say Sean Taylor and Ed Reed. Oh my
Yeah.
god, this shit just gets so sticky,
Speaking
Joe. I
of,
don't got no favorite, man.
speaking of, they did that list of goats for each team.
Who
All
did? Oh.
um, I think it was the Athletic or somebody, but Chad
Oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I remember.
they said Ray Lewis was the greatest wave ever. Bro, I really feel like it was Ed Reed.
I get it. because Ed Reed scored points too.
He scored points,
He was
forced fumbles,
locked down safety.
caught
He was
intercept.
everywhere.
Like
If he touched the ball, it's a 50-50 chance. Literally, I'm talking about even over Dion. It's a literally 50-50 chance that he's finna score this bitch. That's it. It's- I wonder what if you ask them to, without them trying to be humble, what would they say? I think Ed would give it to Ray Lewis.
I think and Ray give it the edge.
He would, because they're not gonna be humble.
You gotta think
I
about
mean,
it
because
though.
they're gonna be humble.
Tugs, Reed, Lewis, they had the big D lineman. Like they was deep as fuck.
It's either between Ed or Lewis. Ain't no question about it. They had
I
a lot
mean,
of good. They were deep. They had a lot of great players. Ed or Lewis.
I can accept anybody saying either, but once I thought about it, I was like, bro, in my opinion, Ed Reed is the best Raven so far in history. Lamar gonna take it, but Ed Reed.
It's got to be Ed Reed.
You just say Ray Lewis.
It's no. I'm saying you say Lamar gonna take it. I'm saying it's go. I was about to say it's gonna be a while before. I mean, Lamar can take it
Why you think that?
because he gonna have to win the ring for sure for sure take it, and that's still probably not gonna be enough.
And then it might not happen, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. It might not happen.
I don't think people
Ed
understand
got here.
how hard it is to win a championship in any sport.
They don't.
'Cause
They don't.
like, well, I was gonna say how Shannon said it, but I done heard on different podcasts, different sports shows. Like, we got spoiled by the Patriots winning so many, the Chiefs being in so many, and winning how many they done won.
Mm-hmm.
It's not common, bro.
Not.
Like just look at the NBA this year. It's either gonna be the Pacers or the fucking Thunder.
Not as real. And they might not even snip it no more. And they was the best teams in the league this season. You can go from being, even like you said in football, you can go from being the best team this season. If you do not get that ring, you might have lost your chance to ever see a ring in history. Like that's crazy.
The Bengals made it to Super Bowl in 22. Pretty much the same team today, but last year and missed the playoffs by a game.
Right. Right. It's hard, bro.
I don't think people understand, bro. Especially like in the NBA, the West Coast is always tough as fuck.
Oh yeah. Every
LeBron,
season.
LeBron ran through the East for 15 years, pretty much. I mean, uh, he did run into the Pacers, who had a great team with Paul George and them, but
Mm-hmm.
pushed them to the side. The Raptors, they was deep at that point, pushed them to the side. But once he ran against the West, Mavericks beat them, the Warriors beat them, the Spurs beat them. Like,
Say
oh yeah,
that.
I forgot he pushed the Celtics to the side back in the day. He pushed the Pistons to the side too.
Well, Paul don't like him. Mhm.
I think Paul he done kind of gave up on it though. He seemed less biased now, less
Okay.
against him. Yeah. Who your GOAT tight end?
I was waiting for that. Cause I know Aunt be saying Gronk or either Kelsey. We got Gates. We got
Gonzalez. I think
if I
that's the position. Due to evolution, that people would pick a new person like the wide
yeah,
receiver. But if
for
you would ask
sure.
a few years ago, it would probably be between only a few.
For sure. Uh if I had to pick in history, I might put Gronk over Kelsey. I like Kelsey. I might go with Gronk in history. I think I'm gonna go with Gronk.
With Grunt too, and
Got this.
I'm going with Grunt because okay, Julian Edelman was fucking amazing to be who he was. Amendola was pretty good to be who he was, and you can go down the list of wide receivers for them who
I
won't
hate that shit.
but look great or but play great. Cause Julian Edelman, like of course, Tom Brady never had the great receiver other than Randy Moss, but Julian Edelman,
Tom Brady had a bunch of playmakers in his life, bruh.
and I feel like Julian Edelman is the best white wide receiver I can think of.
I agree.
Like I'm trying to think of white wide receivers because we had some good white wide receivers like Jordy Nelson and whoever you want to go down the list of, but Julian Edelman was
I
consistent.
give it. Yeah, you gotta give it to him. I agree with that.
But Gronk,
You know who it's finna be, but yeah, I give it to Evan.
Kelsey had Tyreek his first half of his career, so that kind of separate. In my opinion, that's what separates them two. And of
And I'm
course,
going off of ability too. So yeah,
yeah, Gronk is a rock star that play football.
monster out that bitch, bro. You hear me? Have fun.
He the type that'll be at a concert and get a guitar broke over his head and start
Hmm.
partying harder. Like, but he gonna do it on the
Hmm.
field. Like Grunt dominant, fucking dominant. Go quarterback.
Yeah,
We already did. Oh, did we?
we
We said,
did.
well, we said
I think we said Mahomes. I said I want to go Brady or yeah,
yeah.
we did do that. I said I want to go. I would want to go Peyton. You got to give it to Brady. But if Patrick keep it up, I feel like he the goat of everybody.
And I always said Peyton. I always said Peyton. I always said Peyton, but I gave it to Tom. And of course, Pat. Throw the rings out the window. Pat is the greatest ever so far.
He is. He is. He is. He is.
Um, Running
Running
back.
back.
Probably say Adrian Peterson, right?
Nah, I said favorite. You asking me who the best of all time
So
now?
Adrian, your favorite running back.
Huh?
So you saying Adrian Peterson is your favorite?
Hmm.
All right. So who is, in your opinion, the best of all time?
If I had to go best of all time, I'm gonna say either Barry, cause I ain't just thinking about his death. No, I can't say. I'm gonna say Barry.
Barry is the greatest of all time. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I'm gonna have to go with Barry. I'm gonna have to go Barry.
Bro got tired one day and just said, "Fuck it, I quit," and he was
All
still.
right, really? No, I'm done with this shit, baby. Still could have gave y'all boys their work.
I remember Rod Wilson. Rod Wilson at one point he was one of the best corners in football.
Goddamn right.
Barry cut him the fuck up, put him out for the rest of the season, and came back and played safety.
Hey, that's different. You hear me?
Rod Wilson was him, dog.
No, for sure. If you know
Look,
anything about it, for
he
sure.
got put out and had to come back and play safety. That was the difference. Barry Sanders, Barry Sanders, you know how Le'Veon was patient and like waiting behind linemen? You
Yeah,
could beat
that
back
nigga.
that Barry and he still cut you up. Like,
I'm talking about you can grab thirds, you can do whatever you think you got to do. Barry gonna cut you. He gonna take your ankles.
um, we said favorites are best.
Right now we on best. We did favors already. We on best.
So best, I would say, I like the workhorse back. I like the one that you can just hand out to and they gonna work, work, work.
I already
So
know what you about to say. I
once
bet.
again, we going on the same opinion because, bro, you could cut on Madden and run with Adrian Peterson like he runs in real life.
One of the only two backs that can run up straight, and you ain't gonna say shit to him about running straight up.
And like when you play a video game, you can do outrageous stuff with athletes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You can do something outrageous with Adrian Peterson on a video game, and he gonna do the same shit in real life.
Real life.
Who you thought I was
Yeah.
gonna say?
Dickerson.
I ain't that old.
I mean, oh no, that's what I thought, and then I was like, Lil Martin, who you gonna say? Nah, but I like that. I love that. Real nigga answers.
Yeah, I mean, nigga's super powerful, super strong, running straight up, fast as fuck. You can't
Fast.
you can't take his legs out. You can't
Break
hit him.
what?
Like,
Break a tackle. Only back I ever seen in history who would catch a ball with his back towards you, and you running full speed. He catch the ball with his back towards you and turn around in a split second and still truck you. Out of all the greats, I ain't never seen no player do no shit like that. Like it could be a small nigga. You're not finna be catching the ball like this, and I'm running full speed, and you got a split second to turn around, and it's contact. Hell no, bro. That's sick. That's sick.
different kind of man, man. He came back from what torn ACL, wasn't it?
And had a better. We ain't talking about having a. You been just as good as you was last year. You tore it and had a better season.
Fucking sickening, dog.
He was a different animal.
Scottie Scheffler won the Memorial Tournament in the PGA, 16th PGA Tour title.
God damn.
I know neither one of us are real big into golf,
Nah, not like that. Nah.
but if you even heard murmurs of golf for the last couple of years, I pretty much know because I listen to Pat McAfee, and this the only person they ever talk about when they talk about golf, unless it's Roy McIlroy. But Scottie Scheffler, bro, I think he won all 16 of them in like the last 2 3 years. Because
Like
I ain't
that's
know who
crazy.
he was at the point. Like you remember
I believe it.
the golfer that had got in trouble, like almost ran over a cop or some shit. He was
On
going
the
to.
way to that in Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was him.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Duh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're
Been
right.
he been on some Tiger Woods, Jack Nicholson, them old school runs,
Yeah.
like dominating. Like this shit,
Okay.
dog. Like he
Okay.
might catch up with a lot of the heavyweights in golf, bro. He definitely the best, hands down, right now.
Right now, yeah, yeah.
Like I know we don't normally talk about golf, but when I seen that stat,
Nah,
six
that
titles, bro, and I don't even
you
he
gotta
like
respect.
facts though, facts. Um, and I think that was all I had listed. The Diddy trial restarts or starts back up tomorrow.
You know we'll be on that.
I've been hearing a lot of talks. He definitely doing time. Getting off is no
Yeah.
longer an option.
Yeah. Yeah. Lawyers talking about it. Different lawyers saying and then like, yeah, he
And
getting some time cook.
everybody's saying like they still building their case. They still going piece by piece to build it to make it even worse.
He said they got so much shit, they ready to get this shit over with soon. But his lawyer's like, nah, we need to keep this shit going.
So we're going into week 3, and the judge said 8 weeks. I heard one person say it might be done in total in 5 or 6 weeks.
I can see it. I was just about to say five, but 5, 6, yeah, I can see that. I don't see it going the whole 8 no more.
Like they expect it to get worse over time. And if you think about it, you got 3 assistants who done told all the same stories for the most part. If he's convicted of, let's just say he convicted of one crime, the same crime for each assistant. That's 3 counts of a crime.
And
So
all
that's
3 of them was sex trafficking with all the assistants. Well, not all of them, but the last one. Then
all
you
of them.
got Cassie. No, not on sex trafficking with all the assistants. The male, he ain't sex trafficked.
They flew him into different places.
His
All
assistant, they
oh
was just
no,
getting drugs and all that and shit like that. But I'm talking about the last one, the girl, she said he did some shit like that.
sexual assault her. The last one said she was sexually assaulted.
Right. But then yeah,
Yeah,
she
they all
did. And
saying, the freak outs was a thing and all that. So they proved, and then you got sex workers saying that they came. Even that's one thing I ain't think about. The sex workers didn't make Cassie. Well, they kind of made Cassie look like she was a part of it, but they still guilty of being sex trafficked because they coming from other places for sex purposes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Bro, he literally got like 2 to 3 counts with each person, and then kidnapping with the last one. Kidnapping with Capricorn because she made him go to Cuddy house.
Yeah, something definitely gonna stick. He definitely doing some time. Ain't no way around it.
Yeah, he definitely fucked. Um, I ain't heard nothing out of the Tory Lane situation. Well, what I want to say, I ain't heard nothing from Megan's side since this new stuff came out. Cause she had went on that rant, and then
Mm,
like next day, all the new video came out. Now I went to the website, and it's an angle showing like literally she dropped the bottle and stomped direct. Like I'm on the first one I seen, it was just the police officer. You couldn't really see it because it was kind of distant and kind of blurry. But the
mm,
police officer, she just stepped on glass. But in the other angle, you literally see her get out and step on the bottle
mm.
and start walking like you know how you would walk. You step on like a Lego or something.
Right.
Yeah. Uh,
I seen something on Wax said like if Tory beat this shit, it's gonna be a crazy lawsuit because he almost lost his life. They said this shit really was a he said like, he be acting like he know shit because he locked in. He said this shit really was a hit.
and I don't know if one of those videos was ring camera footage, but she said she got ring camera footage too.
Who said it? Meg.
No, the lady that
Oh,
that Rose put on.
yeah.
Bro,
Damn.
that shit.
What's taking them so long? That man almost died. Hurry up, get me out there if y'all know something. Shit.
I know that last time I saw her say something, it was she was saying she was speaking to Governor Newsom about getting him pardoned.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't need no pardon. Just release me.
Get me the fuck out of here. Keep it
Well,
on my radio if you want. Get me out this motherfucker.
I do need a pardon, but get me out right now.
Eventually, but get me out first is the first step.
Yeah,
That partnership, we can think about that later.
yeah. think I don't know if he independent or who his distribution company would be, but if he had distribution company, I would say he probably gonna get his citizenship back because they know how much money he can make them, especially getting out.
Oh yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
had to find a way to get his citizenship back because
Oh yeah.
and
Facts.
whether the gun was his or not, it was under his seat. So, well, according to depending on who you ask, I guess.
I'm about to say, you know how they go.
So this week we got NFL offseason heating up, OTAs.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure more Tory news, plenty of Diddy news, and we got Pacers Thunder Thursday night,
I
game
hate
one.
that weekend, but I understand it.
Yeah, they need it, bro.
Yeah, they do. They do. They definitely do. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Pacers Thunder Thursday night. Once again, the Carter Six dropping Friday. I need Wayne to get the loss back.
You feel me?
The people that he lost, or the young generation that don't understand Wayne, trying to get him back. He need to, man.
This it right here. This it right here.
He need to. This is probably his last chance for real. I mean, he got people like us that done already listen to him, and we know what he's saying when he's saying it. But
Right.
he got to actually come with music, with some songs,
For sure. That's facts.
not just
That's what.
killing niggas with bars all day. He got to have like I don't think the last he had commercial wise was like
I was finna say lollipop. Or Millie. Millie.
Out of Love. That was after.
Um, you think they were bigger than Millie though? I
No,
mean, you said last hit, so okay.
yeah. Lollipop was the biggest. Millie is
Millie was dead when it came out.
Lollipop was the biggest record wise, like selling and streaming and all that bullshit.
Mhm.
Millie was like a lot of niggas didn't like Lollipop because it was so commercial.
Right, right. That's what. Yeah.
Millie, everybody liked it, and
They grabbed him back like
right, and everybody wanted to say line for line when it came on.
facts,
So yeah,
facts.
got that coming. I hope he do what I expect him to do.
I think he will.
I think Kanye dropped or dropping soon. I don't really care.
Hmm. I mean, he get on my nerves, but when it comes to that music, if he dropping,
But
I'm gonna check
but
it out.
you dropped down to two, but you didn't drop down to two. You
I
dropped
finna say, I still ain't heard that.
you dropped Bully, but you didn't drop Bully. And then you're supposed to be dropping the album. I think it's called Cuck. Like, bro, stop.
If he drop, he drop, but we ain't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. Now, if I go on Apple Music
And
any
it's
day,
there. I'm
any
definitely
day,
gonna give it a spin.
Carter Six Day, I'm going to listen to it first because it's
Ah, for
Kanye.
sure.
Kanye, he do so much for attention, but like think about it. Kanye had the Jews pissed, had all different kind of people pissed at him. He dropped Vultures, and everybody still listen to it. Like,
That's how it go.
is he gonna understand, bro? That he don't have to talk. All he gotta do is hit play.
Drop. All you gotta do is drop music, put out clothes, put out shoes. He don't gotta say a goddamn thing.
Say shit, dog. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, I was talking to a coworker this morning about that. Like, Kanye is literally one of our goats, bro.
Ain't no way around it.
He just do so much for attention. Even if he believe what he's saying, bro. Like, ain't nobody behind you to be like, bro, hold up, don't put that out. Don't say that. Don't. Like, come
They
on.
scared. You know how it go. They scared. Most of these motherfuckers at this stage of their life don't have that day one real friend. You know for a fact, Joe. You know for a fact. You say some shit or do some shit like Kanye. Ain't no way in the fuck. I don't give a fuck if you up 10 million and I still got $1,000 in my bank account, and you got 10 million, and I'm scared you gonna man. Ain't no way in the fuck. You know me, Joe. I'm gonna tell you, bro. You doing some nut ass shit, bro. That shit is crazy. You fucking the image up. You fucking the brand up. Like, what are you doing? He ain't got niggas day ones around him like that no more.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, a lot of people they want to say, I mean, it could be partial. Like, he been different since his mother passed. He could have some traumatic things for that.
That
But
has something to do with it, but if you really pay attention to Kanye, we ain't see it at first. But if you go back and really look at Kanye from day one, you can see this shit coming.
not to this extent.
I don't think it got. I mean, I think his mama got something to do with it.
And what I'm saying is like
She was the one who could tell him like he acting like a fucking nut for
exactly.
sure, and he's
Ex-
scared that like he might have been scared to do some shit because of like how my mama gonna think. I get that.
But
Now that
it's probably a span of 10 years before he started tripping for real. Other than like the Taylor Swift thing. But other than that,
I mean,
fuck,
but you gotta look at something like that Taylor Swift thing.
but at that
Who else
time,
would have got on stage and did that at that time?
Kanye shouldn't have been on stage.
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
at the time, it was kind of like, well, he kind of right, but then
He's
Taylor right.
right, but you don't do it like that.
Of course not. No, there's no fucking way you fuck somebody moment up.
How many times Jay-Z done let him go and try to forgive him and let him go and try to forgive him? Like, Jay-Z ain't doing it with nobody else.
Yeah,
One time and you gone.
facts. The only person that been with Jay since the beginning is Blake.
You know what I mean?
He done got rid of Biggs, Dame, the whole
That
Rockefeller.
that threw me.
What? Him and Dame.
Big. Big.
Yeah, because they came up. Dame, I,
That
I,
threw me. I
I
can see
know.
Dame's situation. That
Him
with
and Big,
Dame personality, I can see that happening, but Big,
right?
that threw me, dog.
That shit, Dame fall off is, bro. You really made millions on millions on millions off JC and the other Rockefeller members and state property and
Oh,
Dipset
that. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Nori. Like,
Ego fucked up a
I'm
good situation.
nigga stay around the corner, bro. Cause I know when he had first did that little show he was doing on YouTube or whatever, it was in like, I think it was in Raleigh or Chapel Hill. It was somewhere
Oh
in North.
yeah, yeah, yep. That
Dang.
sure was. That's crazy. Forgot all about that.
Last time I heard he was trying to sell everything and pay child support off or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, and it was millions too. I'm like, hold up. He owe that much in child support? God damn.
I remember episode of MTV Cribs. I believe it was Cribs. It had to be Cribs. But he was in like I think a hotel or something. And every drawer in the dresser was crisp white tees, never worn. Like he was pretty much bragging about how he throw everything away once he use it. I wish
Not no more.
he wishing
He
it
watching it now.
different. Right. Like he can't do shit like that no more, bro. You a regular
You
human.
don't need to.
He a regular human now, bro. He just your everyday entrepreneur.
No, for real.
He was on
Cause
top of
he still make money. He still get money. It's just
it.
like when you owe so much and you gotta pay so much and your bills so high, like, damn.
Facts. So
Not I. Not I. I don't have to be like nobody. Fuck the Joneses, fuck your top celebrity. I don't have to be like nobody. It's people making hundreds of thousands a month and still broke. Like they got this coming in every month and still broke.
it's a lot of people of the other community that risked it all and got crazy ass loans to start businesses. And if they not out the red yet, they eventually they gonna be out the red because they, bro. I hear so many stories about rich whites that risked everything and made it through, bro. Like it seems
They
like
got
people really jump off the bridge and do what they
you
think they
got to.
it's the ones that's most successful, bro. That on the white side. And the black side, it seems like the people that struggled the most.
Mm. I feel like
Or, of course, like music wise, drug money brought a lot of people in.
on the black side, the people that's successful, and it's gonna sound like some hate kind of, but it ain't. I feel like it's the people with I'm gonna say the talent first. I'm gonna say it's the people with most talent, no matter how you came up. It's the people with the most talent. And then I feel like it's a lot of luck. It's a lot of luck and success. A lot of luck and success. With the white people, I feel like same thing you said, they take risks. Like they get in debt for the right reason. We'll get
Right.
in debt for the wrong reason. And what it is with them, we'll do the same thing. Some of us will do the same thing. We'll take risks and it never work. The difference is we might hear something as a good idea or a good plan and try to take that risk. They gonna do something that they want to do all their life, or something deep in their heart, or something their parents been showing them for 10 to 15 years. They gonna take that risk.
Mm,
And that's why they successful. I feel like in life you gotta take risks to be successful. You have to.
got to. You gotta jump off that bridge. Like,
Got
bro,
to.
life would be so much different if we had these mindsets 15 years ago, 20 years
That's the
ago.
shit that eat me up the most out of anything in life. Like when you be like, man, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I've been thinking like, bro, if I could think like I did years ago, I would say starting at if I had this mentality starting at like, cause I want to be young, so I can really put my on to. I would say 12. Oh my god, I would have either been in the NFL because I would took the right path, did it the right way, or I would have known what my backup plan was gonna be. My backup, my A, B, and C was gonna be. So I was gonna be successful regardless.
Think about it like this: 20 years ago, we was in the carriage house.
Not thinking of no future. Who was thinking of a future? Who around us was thinking of a future?
We weren't doing
And you
shit but
and you
smoking.
know You know, me, I was one of the, I would say out of my peers, I was one of the more mature ones. So I would
Right.
think about stuff. I would think about like not how to get caught, not go to jail, not do this in front of your parents, blah, 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 whatever. But none of us was thinking about, oh, we need to do this for 10 years because it's going to take 10 years to get to where you want to be at. And the future, well, none of us thought about our future at all. The
Oh, bro.
biggest future plan I had was graduating from high school.
And at that time, let's just say it's 30 of us in that neighborhood at that time. You and
Easy.
you and Tad was the only ones that graduated high school.
Easy. Every day. Only ones going. And everybody with us was going at one point. Everybody just stopped going.
Everybody just started falling off.
But that's crazy. You know it from you. You was there from with us, so you know I was doing everything everybody else did. But now that I think about it, because when you say that, you said me and Taz the only one. I really had a goal. There was like, just think about it. We really had some set out some goals out and really tried to get it, Joe. My only goal was to pass high school, was to graduate from high school, and I did that. Just imagine I had some real bigger goals.
At that time, I had zero goals.
It ain't cool. I ain't laugh. I'm laughing because I'm hurt.
No direction, dog. Like
Just imagine nobody, none of our OGs was putting no knowledge in our head. I can't think of nobody, man. Of course,
when
you might have like one uncle or something like that, but you know, like when you got a million people telling you other things, you ain't gonna listen to that one single uncle. But like to really have some cool people around you, nobody was putting us on real game, real game.
the one thing, like, I mean, I had my brother, but that was from a distance, so it was nothing he could
That's
tell me.
your brother. You know who listens to that brother,
And it was from a distance, so he couldn't tell me nothing. I was in the hood every
right?
day. Yeah.
And
But
what you seen and what you're excited to, yeah.
the one thing I will say though about like
Mm.
that whole era, I remember like we're just gonna say the family, bro. They used to make so much fucking money, bro. And I used to I'm just smoking blunts, watching them play the game, watching them make so much fucking money, bro. Like,
Not a care in life, not a responsibility in life. You just having fun all day. You seeing niggas, real street niggas living a life, having the clothes, shoes, cars, making real money in your face. They got the girls, they got all the guns you want. Like that
they
shit
was
exciting, bro.
they was living that exciting lifestyle, making probably $1,000 a day at least. It's like 12 of them. Like,
Wake up when you want to, go to sleep when you want to.
but
Not never stressing, worrying about bills.
the one thing I will say about that, especially the East Durham part of the era, two people, they made me fucking go to work for $6 an hour.
That is dope.
Like they
That's
was
dope.
getting the bed, but
I ain't even
like
know
they,
that.
no, bro, because back then, I had pretty much quit. So like, boss lady was calling me and shit. I won't answer. But both of them niggas was like, Joe, bro, go to work, bro, go to work. God
Save your
damn,
fucking life on low.
that's probably did for real. I mean, we were still in the mix, but that's the
Cause you gotta
only.
think about it, Joe. With our situation, see, that's why you don't judge nobody. That's why niggas like us who been through it don't judge nobody. Cause even from that side, when we left that side, when we came to your side, it was still the same shit. Sticks, etc. Yeah, yeah, you get what I'm saying. We ain't put
Yeah,
people names out, so it was the same shit, just
yeah,
about. You know
it
what I mean?
was.
So like,
He making a lot of money. He going to the strip club. He doing this, that, and the third. He got the hammers, and we right there in it.
this what a real nigga gotta realize. Cause it's some real niggas out here who in their street life and still real niggas and still try to like show you the ropes, like go to work, stay in school, still like that. They gotta realize you can tell me that, bro. And you're not gonna do it every day. You're not gonna be on my ass every day. You just gonna say it every once in a while. You can tell me go to school once out of the blue moon, but I'm
But
saying you, been dropped out of school. You got all the girls. You got all this money and all this. What you think I'm listening to? My eyes or my ears?
Right. Facts though.
That's what real niggas gotta think about. Stop showing niggas or kick niggas out the group. Tell them they can't hang around you. Tell them they lame for trying to be like some shit they know they ain't about or whatever the situation may be.
Thinking of that, I was watching I ain't gonna say the hood, but you know the little light skinned dude. You might have seen him on YouTube or Facebook or something, but he be going from hood to hood interviewing niggas. I ain't gonna say the hood.
Hey
But
yo,
look though. Look, I ain't gonna say the hood, but we was out there in that hood a couple times, a few times. But it was one dude on there, everybody around him talking about how nice he is at hooping, how he can do this. Like they dead ass serious. Like, and the way they was talking, I could feel like he probably is that good.
hmm
But they still had him stuck out there. Like, and he was on some, like he on that bullshit.
I could, yeah.
Bro, niggas gotta. It's like,
It changed over time, Joe. It
bro,
went from literally, it went from literally the OGs was telling that nigga who can hoop, he can't. They'll beat his ass for real.
I
Like
was
they'll
about to
punch the nigga in his chest, all that tight shit. Like get out of here, like, oh, here go some money. Go get your mama some groceries. It went from that to okay, I understand you trying to get money, so I'm gonna have you around me, but I'm still gonna try to give you some knowledge here and there. To that shit is straight go. Ain't no knowledge. Like, come on, nigga, come on here, get some money.
this
Come
why
get a body from me.
this generation, bro. Like, we was bad. Evolution.
Yeah.
I feel like they a little more outgoing. Well, they ain't no a little more. They more outgoing with this shit. Like, it's so
Oh,
different, bro. The way niggas wear ski masks is crazy, dog. Like, why are you wearing a pushitis when it's 80 degrees outside? Why are you wearing a
I
pushitis while
feel
you
you.
at work?
Pooh Shiesty in the hoodie.
Bro, it be
Don't give a
nigga.
fuck. You stacking at work. You got a mask on at work and all that. You cussing with people like talking loud. Like you on the clock, bro.
Like, bro, we did stupid shit, but
Never like that.
I'm saying like in the street part.
Yeah.
But when we was out on the main stage, hey, the most we did was maybe cuss, but we cuss around people we knew. Like, but when
Hey,
it
look,
was
our parents thought we was scholars. All
right,
that.
when it was business or around adults, we ain't do none of that.
Yes, ma'am. Grandma never think we was no gangster. Grandma would have never in her life thought we was a gangster.
Shit is crazy, bro. Like, and I think at the most we would have said, but we would pull our pants up.
Especially like you said, we would have said until we got around like our elders and all that.
Like,
You want me?
bro,
I'm gonna tell you the two things that changed the most. I say with young niggas and all this. Two things that changed the most is their morals and like they quicker to want to kill and shoot, bro. Like they way quicker.
niggas do not fight, dog. If they do fight, it might be in school or something. But outside of that, niggas is
They
not
gon'
fighting.
and they brag about it. They brag about oh we ain't doing no fighting. They think it make them look cool, but to a real nigga, they make it like a bitch. Like even in jail, you'll run to tuck your tail because ain't no guns in there, and you'll change your whole image. Even if it's a one on one, you'll still probably like tuck your tail.
Yeah, this
We
shit
were
different.
mean. We gonna fight, dog. We ain't got no gun on us, and we gonna fight, bro. We gonna take that ass whooping if we got to. If y'all gonna bait me, y'all gonna bait me.
But you
These
remember
niggas
that?
aren't giving me a chance. They shooting from the rip.
You remember that era where we was trying our best to get guns and we couldn't get them bitches for nothing,
Oh yeah, that
bro.
probably was a good thing, but we still end up getting them though. And
I
then
mean,
when we got them, they came galore.
yeah, but we ain't never. We weren't stupid when we did have them.
Nah, hell nah.
But
That's what
now,
I'm saying though.
now niggas can get guns in a snap of a finger.
And it's not even dead. They can get them at a snap of the finger because I feel like a lot of people do need guns, even in the hood, even as a young people. People don't understand why a young nigga might need a gun because he might need to really legit protect himself. He might only have a gun to protect himself. But my thing is like they don't care who around. It can be it's this house they trying to get and they can see clearly outside. It's 10 kids under 10. And it's an old lady sitting right there. They'll still spray their whole bitch up trying to get you. We would have never, I promise you, I don't care how much we hated you. You gotta pass today because we see you gotta pass today. You might catch me before I get you there because I let you slide right now, but that's just a chance we would have took. These niggas, they spraying their whole porch up. They don't care if they hit 3 little girls, 2 little boys, and grandma. They putting them in a pack with you.
Shit, we got one of the few people that made it out ended up going in for that thing. You remember the one of the rappers that had signed with Rich the Kid
Oh yeah.
shooting at somebody that hit a kid? Now he gone.
Like gone over some
Shit,
stupid shit.
we had in back in our street era. I ain't gonna say the names, but somebody shot at somebody that we know. That kid was in the car, and that motherfucker moved to another state.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Bro,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
like, bro, like, nigga, I mean, as much as our generation was bad, the generation before us was bad. The generation before that was bad.
It's a cycle. Everybody do the same shit over and over. Everybody just as bad as each other. It just get a little bit worse.
This generation really don't care, though.
They don't.
Bro,
That's the scary part.
it's one dude, one of the loaders at the job. He wear a push every day, but he ain't like. I don't think he a street nigga, but because it's kind of fashion at the same time too.
I was about to say it's a lot of niggas, young niggas like that want that gangster image that's not really a street nigga, but they'll wear the shit. I'm like, bro, why did you run into work though?
First one nigga, his pants be below, probably below his boxes, bro, or maybe slightly above the bottom of them, sagging. Bro, you gotta think about it, he loading trucks, so he gotta carry box and shit, holding his pants in one hand, box. Look, bro, got on a
Fucking
hoodie.
idiot.
He got on a hoodie. The bitch unzipped or like halfway unzipped with no t-shirt on under. Just like I'm like, bro. And we just the old head where we would just be looking like, bro, look at this young dumbass nigga, bro. And like,
Dumbass nigga. Think it's cool and you look so stupid.
bro, and like,
Fucking dumb.
I don't judge all of. I do judge some, but I can't judge all of them because we was stupid to a point. But we won't never that fucking stupid, bro.
Hmm.
Like,
And even the ones that is stupid though, sometimes like it's still hard to judge the stupid ones, bruh. Cause you don't know how they got that way.
right,
How many dumb niggas around him raised him to be that stupid on purpose? Like
but at the same time, bro, like we said, bro, you got to be able to separate that when you in different places, bro,
when you're in different places,
in front of different
because
people.
no matter how exciting it was to us, how cool it was, even if we wanted to like we was gonna be a gangster, we wanted to be the biggest gangster. If we wanted it, that was our goal. Like you said, when we got to work, we put our pants up, we bucket our shit up. Yes, ma'am, take your order and all that. Have a nice day, all that. These motherfuckers come over like you said, sagging. Oh, here get your food. Or, like, just it'd be crazy, bro. I'd be like, God, shit different, boy.
Shit is different, bro. But I mean, like we can talk to them all we want, but I feel like honestly, bro, it got to be somebody that's out there in it, or that they know for a fact that was out there in it. Like it's got to
It's
be
got to be.
the big dogs. It got to be the people who they look up to as the gangsters, the shooters, or whatever you want to call it, bro. Like this generation
That's
needs
literally who it's got to be.
like young boy to really sit down and tell niggas like, bro, I'm rapping about this shit because I've been through it. You shouldn't want to go through this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't live my music. You know what I'm saying? Create your own story because he kind of played a major part in this.
No, for sure.
I mean,
Rappers like him. Yeah, it
I'm
ain't just him. It's a bunch of them.
yeah, it's a bond job.
But that's what it's gonna take. It ain't gonna take just a couple. It's gonna take a lot. It gotta become cool, bro. That's literally the answer to everything. Whatever it is in the world you want to change, you gotta make it cool.
Facts.
That's literally the answer, bro. You gotta make it cool. A bunch of people gotta make it cool. That's the only way you're gonna get change.
You remember when we was like in high school, our high school era, it was like all the rappers had their own clothing brands.
Hmm.
Design
Hmm.
might have one person at the whole school wearing designer, or
Hmm.
it was that era when everybody was buying the bootleg designer. Now everybody wearing the designer. I don't think not one artist got their own clothing brand.
Nope.
Like you,
And they
like
might
bro,
have merch on the side, but you really they don't promote it or nothing like that. Yeah.
motherfuckers would go to Limbs, Fashion Avenue, all these places and get fire outfits, and you can't even go there no more. I mean, well,
Yeah,
you
man.
can, but like I feel like now you can wear what you want, but if you go throw on some designer, people look at you
You're
like,
different. You're different.
bro,
Hmm.
bro, I can go on Shein right now and dress better than that nigga that's going to Saks.
Facts.
Like, bro,
Facts. Facts.
people
I could too.
right,
Facts.
right now, I could throw on a pair of shoes, go around the corner to Walmart and put an outfit together and be fresher than the nigga wearing 4 different designers, bro.
Looking stupid as hell, trying to prove a point.
And that's what it is, bro. That's one of the. I think violence and creating an image is the downfall right now. Because the image people try to create is, I got this, I got that,
Mm-mm.
life I'm living. Because bro, people don't post they bad, bro. They just
You
want
ain't. Yeah, no.
looking great. Like motherfucking these kids, bro. It's kids like literally wearing designer all the time, but they live in the hood.
They ain't spell all the way right. Like they can't even do their mouth all the way, and like
They can't
they
pronounce
pull up, they pulling up the prom with real chains, real designer, and real like designer shoes and all that. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Your parents got it. I mean, they want you to go like that, but
but I feel like, bro,
mm,
before you let your kids up, I understand any parent want to get a kid everything they never had or everything,
yeah, exactly.
but before you spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on wardrobes and getting them brand new cars at the age of 17, 16, you got to put them in position, bro, to be successful, not to look successful.
There you go.
Put them in possession to be successful, not to look successful.
And on top of that, I know like I heard this conversation a lot. Like when people say, "I don't want my kid to ever struggle in any situation." I feel like sometimes you gotta have some. It don't gotta be no big struggle, bro. You don't. Of course, you're not gonna let your child struggle, and you got the means. But like, you gotta show them some kind of struggle to prepare them for the real world.
Kids shouldn't only know steak and lobster and the finest
Like,
gourmet.
like
Get
I only know
that motherfucker a hot dog, some McDonald's nuggets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he go to college and he pay for his own shit, and then he crying because he can't get no lobster. He gotta get a goddamn turkey sandwich and some chips.
or some noodles. Like, no, don't take him get some ramen from the folks. But goddamn,
Show him how to change a tire by himself. Show him how to do this shit. So like, if his phone dead and he can't use his phone to call somebody for help and ain't got the money, he know how to do shit himself. That's what I mean, like struggling shit like that. Like, god damn, some kids don't even never have to take out the trash. Don't even got to watch this, do no chores, nothing like that. They just been living riches all their life. Like, fuck no. I don't care how much money I got. I'm gonna spoil my kids, but they gonna definitely know hard work.
yeah, you gotta I can imagine like, I mean, of course we probably could imagine it, but think about it, like if you born rich and you never struggled, like you always had.
Your mindset won't be the same. You could come out with a mindset that you got now, but 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna have the same mindset.
So let's say you had like a bad week. You don't know how to deal with it because you always had everything to fix it.
Everything that fits will go your way.
Everything's set to go your
And
way.
you ready to smoke yourself because something simple.
That's because you never had. I feel like every person should struggle at some point. Not, it ain't got to be you scraping by
Nothing
your
big.
struggle,
Right.
but
Right. We don't want you on the road begging and all that shit, but
you gotta
figure it out, dog.
you gotta understand that life ain't gonna always be your way. Like
That's fact.
I understand giving your kids everything, but you still gotta show them that, bro. You gotta actually get out here and get it. Like it ain't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you sometimes you take your son with you to work.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's more than enough. If that's the only thing he have to do, like if you got rich tomorrow, he still know at some point you had to work and go get it.
That's it. Then when he get rich and something break, he gonna be like, he ain't gonna bitch and be like, oh man, if I don't get this taken care of, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. He gonna be like, oh, okay, I can do this shit myself. I can take care of it until I get shit back running, then I can get my people to take care of it later. But for now, I can handle the shit myself. Just like it's like a kid who can't never get on this chair. And every time they want to get on a chair, you always pick them up. They ain't gonna be shit in sports or anything they want to do. But that child who get up there and all the time, he crying, but you like, bro, you can do it, bro. I'm telling you, just keep put your leg right there on that part, keep, and you
Right.
showing them they know how to get up there by themselves now, and they feel more. So next time something happen, they can't do it. They not gonna cry off the rip. They gonna be like, okay, how can I figure this out? It's just simple, little simple shit like that. We ain't talking about starve your kids to prove a point.
Put your early era of video games. You know, of course, don't nobody want to lose, but when he first like start really, I'm gonna say probably 3 or 4. He was like he'll lose or couldn't beat a level or something. Start crying and shit. I'm like, bro,
Man,
it's
sing that shit.
it's a video game, bro. You are going to get better. All you gotta do is keep playing it, bro. Like,
Like, that's
he,
real.
and literally, like, he got to the point where he would continue to play until he beat that level or whatever it was, like Mario or whatever. That
Hmm.
that level or till you know what I'm saying. And even then,
Keep going.
if he got to a point where he couldn't beat it, he'd go on YouTube, see how to beat it. Then he'll play it again
And beat it. You still figure out a way to beat it though. On your own though.
instead of just
Every time you can't get to a level, every time you can't beat a level, you ain't call dad and be like, Dad, I can't beat it. I beat it for me and have a little pissy fit. You know what I mean? That's the difference right there. You like JoJo, keep trying, bro. I'm telling you, the same thing happened to me. I played that same game. I couldn't get it to me 100 times, but I eventually got it.
stuff. I think this next group they'll be better, but we got to figure out how to get the violence out, or at least like gun control. I think that's the main thing is the gun control with the YNs. So many of them got guns, bro, with big ass clips, with switches. Like,
So many of them desensitized, bro. They don't got feelings. A lot of these niggas you lose 100 friends, and it is what it is. I make new friends. We're out on the ops and whatever. Like it's just another day. That's what goes on.
and it's crazy because
Right.
we think like this, and we just from Durham, North Carolina, bro. South side of Chicago, they they get more action than we get.
Mm,
They get 1 to 2 months more action than we get in a whole year,
mm.
and that's just one part of the city.
And just think about the kids who not about that life, who got to deal with that shit, who got to come up in that shit, who forced to grab a gun because he know what goes on in his neighborhood, who get in that mixture now, but he ain't want nothing to do with that shit.
And you know another problem with that, like you said, you happen to grow up in that environment. A lot of these kids grow up in that environment because I mean we can put partial blame on negligent fathers, but mothers settling so they can live in that environment for the cheap.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, pay $50 a month instead of going out there and work for it and pay, even if you got to pay 800, 1200, whatever you got to do, but they rather get it for $100 a month,
which is keeping their kids in the danger zone,
knowing he can be a innocent bystander at any time.
or he could turn into what he said
Good boy turned to the monster of the clique. He was the goodest nigga in the hood. Now he the worst nigga in the hood.
when you could have just
5 years.
worked more than 3 days a week and not depend on the government and put them in a better position. Now, I ain't saying put your son in the damn y'all live. Let's just say a woman and her son. I ain't saying go get a $2,500 apartment. I mean,
Go get a trailer.
get out the
It
project.
might be Hispanics, might right here. It might be you might have white neighbors. You might have this or whatever. But it's still a better environment. Everybody working together. When somebody down, they share food. Whatever situation may be, it's still a cheap ass trailer or a cheap ass whatever run down house. Whatever situation might be, until you can get something better. Selling it for $50 to $100 a month just so you can. I know I know for a fact people that make a certain amount on purpose just so they can pay a certain amount, and that's crazy.
And what
That's
it
crazy to me.
is keeping people in bad positions, bro. They family, they kids, they selves. Like, bruh, it's
Mm.
hard out here for everybody. Understandable.
Hell yeah. Even for people who make good money, it's hard out here. Hell yeah.
And the people that are in those situations, like a lot of them do have jobs, bro. But like you said, they only gonna make this certain amount so they can get this benefit. What the fuck they
I ain't
gonna
gonna be funny. They'll work at something like the dollar store or they'll work at like Bojangles or McDonald's or something like that. And then they'll only work a certain amount of hours. They'll call out for a certain amount and all this shit. Like,
what
I
they
don't
gonna
know. We gotta want more.
what they gonna do when EBT get cut or Donald Trump say you gotta work a certain amount of hours to get it?
And you're gonna have to work a certain amount of hours. And once you make that certain amount of money, you can't stay in your house no more.
Like, bro,
Right.
I mean, yeah, like I understand to a point because like he's saying pretty much you're doing this on purpose.
But they fucking up for the people who ain't doing it on purpose. That's when shit
Exactly.
like gets sticky. It's a
Exactly.
bunch of people who is like he said, like you said, he said it's a bunch of people who is doing it on purpose, and they fucking up for the people who ain't.
Shit, crazy man. We gotta ourselves as a community, not Latinos, the whites, the Asians, nothing like that. Ourselves as a community, we gotta get out of that, bro. Like, of course, they say the white community benefits most from benefits, but
That's what they say. I hear this shit all the time, but man, you know me.
it
Just
gotta
like
be.
in sports, I don't go off of no damn stats.
If so, it gotta be in like those rural country areas where we aren't there.
They gotta be like the trailer parks and shit like that, but they still living better though. You got trailer parks with dogs and families and everybody in a nice environment, sharing all this, hunting, whatever, having fun. Oh, you got other people who got the same assistance with you, but they in the goddamn war zone.
I see where you're going. Yeah, I see where you're going.
You know what I mean?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You
You
know what
damn
I
right.
mean?
They might be they in the same situation, but their surroundings aren't the same. Their environment not the same. Damn.
Hmm. All day. And I don't like to make shit about a race, but like I just like to be honest. Like that's a lot. That's what white people overlook a lot. They like you said, they bring out that stat. Oh, shit, white people use EBT more than black people. It's not proving that. What is that proving? I don't mean that this man shouldn't be like this because white people need EBT more. Like I just said, white people in a better environment with that EBT. So of course he's not gonna act the same. And then his mama selling half his EBT. Y'all mama using your white mama using all hers to make sure y'all house is full of groceries. His mama, his black boy mama, she's selling half of them off the rip. You know that.
Spend a
No
hundred out
exaggeration. She might sell all of them except about like
of 800.
10% of it.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
She's out of 800.
800, she's selling 700, gonna keep 100. Get some old bullshit, some Kool-Aid, some shit you know what I mean? Some cookies, some bullshit.
Then she go get some shrimp for herself.
She gonna spend 50 of it on one night meal. Hey, yo. It's crazy, boy. So many nuances. Like when you talk about shit like this, bro, you gotta go deep. It'll never be just like one conversation. You really gotta go deep as hell. It's
I
so
was just
much.
thinking, like, bro, this shit just get deeper and deeper, bro.
It get too deep. Like you don't got enough time. It ain't gonna take a week. It's gonna like take motherfuckers who really care, passionate about this shit, to sit down over weeks and months to really bring this shit to the table to make some kind of smaller change.
Let me ask you this before we get off.
Yes,
Who,
sir.
who, you mean, well, see if you can give me 5 African Americans that can get, let's say, 25 and younger, that can push them in the right direction. Like that, they will actually, you feel like they'll listen to.
Okay. One we already talked about this young boy,
Mm-hmm.
just like type of shit he do. I feel like somebody like Thug, who they know like got a lot of power and who beat this shit. Somebody like that. Thug, young boy. I'm trying to think of a basketball side. Like I would say Ja, but he won't in the streets enough to really like have them like, cause with them, you had to be in the streets.
But them to really pay attention to you, yeah.
So I would say Ja, cause it's gonna take more than just rappers. It's gonna take about 3 rappers and somebody in other fields who doing big. Like who rich. I'm trying to think who rich but still had that background. Like, I was thinking somebody like got it, but I don't think they're gonna listen to him.
Yeah, Boosie. And the
To
reason why,
really change his image up for real and like really go with the other life, 100% positive. Somebody like Boosie, Young Boy, Thug.
and the only reason I say I don't think Gotti, like I agree with you, Gotti will be a good example, but
Yeah, good example because he lived that life, but they not
hey,
gonna listen to him.
it's half of the people ain't gonna listen to him because they dog.
That's facts.
How they
Oof.
go? Black people always pick sides, no
That's
matter.
facts. That's 100% facts. Ugh, that's hard, Joe. Cause you gotta be somebody. It gotta be somebody who is a ex gangster. They gotta be rich,
What you think
and they
about Dirk?
got Dirk is a good one. Dirk is a good one.
He came
Dirk is
out.
a That's a very good one. Only
But
thing that might fuck Dirk up with it is because he in jail now. They might be like, "Oh, this pussy nigga went in jail now. He getting out. He want to switch his old image," but because he was switching that a little bit before he got locked up with the Muslim and all this shit, and trying to a little bit. But he wasn't all the way out there like that trying to change. So they probably be like, "Oh man, you go to jail now. You want to preach this shit, man? I don't want to hear from this pussy nigga, man." But I like that. I say Dirk. If somebody like if Vaughn was still living, I would quickly say Vaughn.
quickly,
Quickly say Vaughn. Vaughn can change his image and like he can get a lot of niggas to change their image. One more, somebody that's not a rapper, Joe. Help me out. Cause I was gonna say LeBron, but
I mean, I guess you can use Ja as like an honorable mention because, like you said, we don't see him as deep in the streets.
Hmm.
Like you got to think about it. He played AAU and all that other stuff, so he was in a pretty decent position. Whether he halfway in or halfway out, he was still in a decent position. Ja could get through to a lot. I feel like shit. Gillen and Waller already do it. They already do it.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like
That's a good one.
shit, podcast period, bro.
I feel like just their messaging though, like that was a great one, Joe. Killing Wallow.
Shit, Wallow is the messenger, bro.
Nah, for real.
And he got the facts to prove it. He did this, he did that. Like,
Wallow gonna save a lot of niggas and change a lot of niggas. Like Wallow definitely, yeah. Ooh, that was a
and
good
bro, they two great examples. Cause where they from?
one. Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart from the same block.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, Wallow did 20 and all that.
Like, I feel like I'm not to say that they gonna listen to Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart from the hood, and he is one of the most successful people on earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trying to think, like, the only athlete I can't think about is Ja.
Right.
I mean, Ray Lewis did get a supposedly catch a body, but
Yeah, but he ain't
he ain't take it, and he a super pastor, so they not gonna want to hear that.
right.
I can't think of no athletes. They damn sure ain't gonna listen to Bron.
You know, they ain't gonna listen to bro. Yeah,
Well,
like, man, you
maybe
came from the hood, but you ain't never been in this shit, bro. Tell me
Melo.
about this shit, bro.
Melo
They
might
ain't
be
gonna
a
listen to
bit
They're
on
not
it.
gonna listen to Melo though. We think about like a overall, like a broad range, like they're not gonna listen to Melo.
I can't think of a basketball player outside of Ja.
I can't either. I was gonna think about the young boy, but I'm like, he ain't got a big enough superstar. Like he ain't a big enough. He ain't famous enough. Young light skinned boy with the who beat up the young nigga and almost fucked up his basketball career. Got the curls, light skin, little brown eyes. He like a dunker, high fly. He in college now.
Mikey,
Mikey.
he had a gun charge,
Yeah. But I don't think that's enough to like get these young knuckleheads. They need him to have to like actually shot at a nigga. And then they probably like, okay.
and then like, I mean, I feel like the athletes that got one foot in, one foot out would listen to him because he was at the top of the world. He was
Mhm.
on every
Yeah.
Insta post. He was on TV and everything.
That's why I was thinking about that a little bit. Yeah, I'm like, maybe him.
Got caught with a gun, and that was it for him. Like, I mean,
That's it.
he finna get a third opportunity in college. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. See, but shit, that's enough though for some of them. Like, we can't save everybody, but we can save these hood niggas who got a talent and they like one foot in, one foot out. If you can save them, like, that's a start, bro.
and then another
That's a
thing,
start.
the old heads, or I ain't gonna say old heads, maybe the ones out from my generation, they gonna brag about what they did in the streets to the young niggas. Bro,
That's what I'm
when
saying.
young, I shot this nigga 3 times,
That's what
so
I'm saying.
did all this other shit, and the young nigga, oh, he could be like, shit, nigga, I sold so much dope, I had racks on racks, and
Right.
the young nigga that selling a little bit right now, he gonna be like, shit, I'm trying to get like you was, big homie.
Mhm. Nah, you're right. You're right. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna say, I feel like a lot has to do with music.
It do. Music
Definitely
is top.
say music. Um, some of us, some of our community keeping themselves in that position on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the OGs not being OGs no more,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones who stuck in the streets not trying to say the ones that got a talent.
Right.
Like if you know this nigga from your hood nice as fuck at ball, you gonna have that nigga in the gym or something, bruh. Send him,
Man,
send him down
I
to M
never.
something. Like,
You feel me, bro? Never been like that. Never seen nigga with talent and like want him anywhere close to like anything that we was doing. From the small shit to the big shit. Like it's only one, but he ain't really like really know if he had talent like that. But you get what I'm saying. A.N. I'm gonna leave it at that.
young boy, young boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Our old young boy.
yeah. But like, I ain't gonna say he showed us promise he was good in sports and all like that. But
He did. He had it, bro. I feel like he had the potential.
He did. He could have been something that we would have led him on the right path. That's the one person we probably fucked up out of a million though. So I could live with that a little bit.
Y'all fuck him up, or did his environment fuck him up? Period.
But he was staying with us.
He was
He was
love.
living with us, going everywhere we was going. We telling
Yeah.
like he was doing shit he seen us do. Like so, like he stopped on the stool at one point because of us.
He also got active in sports because
And that's we the reason why we knew he had any kind of talent. So you right, you right, you right. You right.
still see him every once in a while out there.
He gonna look at this like, oh, I know they probably.
I still see him every once in a while out there. I mean,
Yes, sir.
shit, he don't look bad. Like a lot of these street niggas look bad, bro. Like you can tell they street niggas.
Even ones that had money at one point, like real money.
You remember that I think it was a 303 fight in the carriage house back in the day.
Oh yeah.
So,
Hey, my stupid ass is about to say who?
so the one,
My stupid ass.
so the one, I'm trying to think who fought who. It was you and him. It was
Mm-hmm.
you and him. Not
Mm-hmm.
that you or your brother fought. The third one,
Okay.
I be seeing him. I ain't gonna say specifically well, but I be seeing him. He look pretty bad, but I'm assuming
Really?
I'm assuming he be trapping because he be around the panhandlers when I see him.
But you say you look
But
bad though, so he might be around for a reason.
I mean that's for me just riding by. But and you know sometimes people that do that kind of work, bro, you done disappeared on me. I think you having a little technical difficulties. Well, I guess that's gonna be all for us tonight. Everybody be blessed. Let's have a great week. We'll get back to it on Tuesday. I have my actual predictions for the NBA Finals on Thursday, and we out.